Yo, what's up, guys? It's Parnellyx. We're playing Warwick top lane today versus a fan favorite matchup. Vayne top lane, running Flash, Ghost, Lethal Tempo. Now, this matchup actually used to actually be pretty, in my opinion, it used to be like kind of favorable for Warwick if you knew what you were doing on Warwick. But ever since Lethal Tempo got added to the game, or got changed, I should say, to what it is now, I've been struggling big time versus Vayne. She has so much early game damage from Lethal Tempo, and yeah, I guess I'm not really entirely sure. Well, I haven't had too much success versus her. So my approach to this game was to basically accept that I'm just going to lose the early game. I can't really, like, Vayne nowadays just has an early game edge with Lethal Tempo in the top lane. So you're gonna have to just play for like a level 6 all in, or play for your first item power spike. And that's why we're running Ghost Exhaust here, is we're really not expecting to hit an early push. I mean, we kind of am, but I'm like right here, she's like kind of going for an all in. She wards the bush. I decided to sit in this bush because she has no ward left. Now she tries to walk up on me, and I got Ghost. So I'm like, okay. And I realized, wait, I got exhaust. I can walk up and not attack her. So we ended up getting first blood. Although that was honestly largely because she was bad. My initial approach was, so yeah, you can still punish if she does overplay it, and you're able to utilize bushes. Really key thing there is utilizing the bush. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to win it if I'm just sitting there and running at her, because she'd be able to kite me out. But she can't kite me out if she has to walk into the bush. And yeah, my normal idea there was just, go for some last hits early, and once I get a little bit low, then let the lane push in. But she was just very focused on, she kind of tunneled on me there, so we managed to get away with it. And that is fine. So cool. We shove in the wave, resets. Notice what we also started Doran's Blade. Normally I start Doran's Shield, but honestly, Doran's Shield's not going to really do anything in this matchup. I almost do it versus every range matchup, but versus Vayne here, we have to just kill her. Like, we have to kill, like, when we fight her, we have to kill her, so we need as much damage as possible. And if we're going Doran's Shield, it's going to give sustain. That's not going to really help us. So we'd rather just have D-Blade. And I think usually my idea versus Vayne is to go Bork first item. I don't think I do this game. I believe this game we're going Divine Sunder. And the reason I'm going Divine is because it's just going to scale really well into the enemy team comp. And honestly, as long as I'm not like super far behind, Divine Sunder will still give me the damage I need versus Vayne. Like, the one issue is it's hard for me to short trade versus Vayne if she's ahead, right? Because if I walk up and proc Divine with my Q and try to walk away, I probably just die sometimes. But if I am able to walk away, or if more importantly, if I force her to walk away, then Divine's gonna be great. Otherwise, I'd have to go Bork and just play for the all in. Right here, we got the wave crashing. I should not have taken that last auto attack hit there. I have to be a little bit more patient versus these auto attacks. So now I realize that I need to just sit back and relax, but I'm definitely too low. I should not be this too low. But see, Vayne, I end up baiting this Vayne here because she thinks she can walk him, condemn me, and get the kill. But I can Q through the condemn there. And she's taking tower aggro because she's positioned so aggressively. And yeah, we just get another solo kill, punishing Vayne's mistake. So am I like outright, beating the Vayne out of just pure skill? Not really. I'm definitely like, again, this is a matchup that I've been struggling with recently, and I'm starting to play a little bit better versus her in this matchup, and I'm able to kind of come out on top so far in this situation. As you can see, we're building towards our Divine Sunder. We grabbed some early boots because the boots are going to be extremely helpful in this matchup, obviously. Like, the thing is, at this point, especially considering I'm ahead, I just need to be able to get on top of Vayne to win out in trades. As long as I can get on top of her, it's going to be fine. But yeah, so like I need to be playing more patient in this matchup. I'm taking too much harass. You really, like, in some of these difficult matchups, these difficult range matchups, whether it's like Vayne, Teemo, Nico, or like something like that, you have to just accept you're not going to be able to. You have to give up farm. You have to give up plenty of farm. XP is really what you're looking for, and maybe hoping for a couple jungle ganks. right here, I decided to use my W's up, so I decided to maybe try to threaten an all-in. I get condemned back, so we just back out. But now I realize, you know, level 6 here, and I got everything up. I know that I can just, you know, win this. And that's exactly what happens. I just all in the Vayne when she's pushing in, and it's as easy as that. But yeah, like I think ideally in this matchup, you're going to fall behind in CS, but you'll be able to play like, well, I think level 6, you do have an angle to all in sometimes, but you're going to have to kind of chunk her down a little bit to get to that point. Once you have your first item, whether that's Bork or Divine or whatever, that's when you can reliably kill the Vayne most of the time. And that's really what you're going to be playing for. The concern, of course, is you don't want to fall too far behind in CS, because, well, I guess that's the worry. The worry is falling behind so much in CS that you're gonna like, you're gonna delay your first item too long, and that's why I tend to play it over aggressive. But honestly, that's it's definitely a bad mindset. You just have to just kind of play with what you got. You can't think about the future. When I got Challenger on Warwick last season, probably wasn't last season. It was the very end of season 11. And I like a 70% win rate to Challenger. The number one thing that I started doing that's made, and I've kind of realized this recently, the number one thing that I did that made me play so much better, made me go from a Master Tier player to like a 1K LP player, was I wasn't thinking about the future. I wasn't worried about the future. I was focusing on the now. I was doing whatever. I was making the best decisions in the given moments. So if I couldn't contest the CS, I'm not thinking about what that means for me. I'm thinking, okay, I can't get the CS, so I'm going to go ahead and back out. And I would just, instead of like thinking about, oh, I don't want to do this, you know, as we get another solo kill on the Vayne here, where we got a freeze. We're in a nice spot here. Talon kind of flips over this wall, kills me with this entire wave crashing. This is really irritating because I got a huge wave. I got like 3 waves stacked up going against this turret here, and I have a 20-second death timer. So I'm pinging my Echo here to collect this wave, because someone's got to get it. And yeah, like we can't afford to just lose this. I mean, we can, but ideally we do not want to lose this wave here. But yeah, like the mindset really of just playing the game in general is you gotta just play very, very in the moment. You gotta make the best decision in the moment. You know, if a trade looks really good, let's go ahead and, yeah. Echo ends up dying. I forgot about that. That play was really ugly. I know you guys didn't see it, but that was, Echo had ultimate and died, so unlucky. But yeah, I used to like play for the wave too much. I used to not go for as many trades. I used to not, I mean, I still have these bad habits nowadays, but like when I'm playing well, I'm always making sure that I'm warding. I'm not greeting anything. It's really as simple as that. It's not greeting. These are all forms of not greeting. You just gotta just make the best decision every given moment. It's as simple as that. Well, it seems as simple as that, I guess. Like ideally, it's as simple as that, but it can be like the difficulty of the game is kind of the mental game, and just being able to accept taking losses sometimes. They do a little lane swap here. Vayne goes mid. Talon goes top lane. Now this Talon is 4-0, so he's actually stronger than me. This man has his Gore Drinker. He has his full item. And he's got. How the hell is this man? How does this man have more gold than me? I'm actually so confused. Whatever. But oh, probably. Oh yeah, because he got the shutdown on me. That makes sense. But honestly, you know, it is a concern, this Fed Talon, but I'm Fed Warwick beats this Fed Talon. I get a little help here from the Echo, so this is gonna make this like 10 times. Now Talon just cannot play the game at this point. But even if I didn't have Echo there, I'm still gonna be winning the lane versus Talon, or I should be. The only issue is that does he surprise burst me, but as long as I'm prepared and I'm not greeting, Talon can't kill me. Because Warwick just beats assassins. My E and my lifesteal is going to counter his burst too much most of the time. And as long as I like am prepared for his level of burst and I know exactly what he can dish out, then we're chilling. As long as I'm staying above a certain health threshold. Like, yeah, if I let myself get down to like 10 HP and then I try to all in him, I'm not going to prevent that burst. But as long as I'm staying above like 300, maybe probably like 400 HP, no shot he's gonna one-shot me at this point in the game. So even though he does have kills and does have items. So we go ahead and just shove this in. No one's top lane. I think Talon's mid, so this gives me a sign that Vayne's going to be on the way. And by the way, the reason why we're doing a post-game VOD review, I was actually trying to do an in-game VOD review of this game, but my audio wasn't working. That same reason why it wasn't working in that one video I posted a couple days ago. So I decided to just stop recording and just focus on the game. Honestly, in top lane, I think doing like a doing these type of VOD reviews are actually fine, a mid-beast style. Just because of the fact that you're not really missing any information. Like it's a 1v1 lane for the most part. You don't really have to like see what I see or what I'm looking at in lane because we're generally speaking seeing the same thing. In jungle, it's a little bit harder to do these styles of VODs because what's really important is like where I'm like is seeing what I'm looking at, what lanes I'm looking at. Like that's how I'm getting a lot of the information and making a lot of my decisions. So that's why I want to do it from my own perspective in those games. This, I think I end up playing a little bit greedy here in this situation versus Vayne. I can't remember how it goes, but I'm definitely like over forcing a little bit of harass. And you see, this is the problem with playing versus lethal tempo Vayne. She dishes out damage. She's 0-4. She doesn't even have Bork, and her damage is still pretty ridiculous. And I'm just trying to get up to her to Q her. So I decided to I go in for a Q here. Yeah, so I end up dying. Yeah, she ends up flashing out playing my ultimate. But that right there is a perfect example of me playing like an idiot again. And it's been working out this game so far, and I've been getting away with a lot. But it really is just like, that's just me greeting and over forcing. Yeah, I should have just, but in a better situation versus Vayne in that situation. Against a lot of champions, I can harass like that, and that's why I went for it. But you gotta realize in the moment, I gotta be like, okay, Vayne's winning these trades, so instead of wishing for these trades to go my way, like I can't suddenly wish for Vayne to die. Like it's just not gonna happen. You gotta be realistic. You gotta like make it happen. So, or you gotta accept that she can't die. Sometimes you just gotta accept it. Got a top lane play here. I think maybe I pop off. I can't even remember. Okay, nice. Nice. Hell yeah. No, we're doing work now. And they're low, so I think, you know, screw it. Like, and I also got my E up, their So we just press E, use my Q. Now that even though they're two assassins, they don't have enough damage on me right now. They're and I have my E up, so we make a huge play there, and now we're just pushing to get our lead in. And we're looking to get this turret. But yeah, so what would have been better in that situation versus Vayne would be to just focus on pushing in the lane, the wave if I can, and then try to harass her under the turret because you can't really. Well, she can run away because the issue there is she can kite me, right? But if I try to harass her under turrets, if she tries to kite me out and walk away, she's gonna miss out on CS. So there's gonna be like a incentive for her to stay in her turret, and I'm gonna be just winning out in some area. Right here, Vayne comes back, and I got everything up. Well, I don't have everything up, but I have my ult up, so I'm like, I can fight her, and I don't even need ult. You can actually watch right there. I used my E there to proc Divine Sunder multiple times, and that was really one of the reasons why I didn't have to use my ultimate. So that was actually good use of the Divine Sunder spacing. And afterwards, we think, well, I can just go ahead and take this blue. I don't know where Eve is. I remember thinking here that Eve is going to show up. So I'm kind of waiting in this bush. I think I'm waiting here for a bit, hoping for Eve to come, but I can obviously just kill her. I got ultimate up and everything. But we decided to just go ahead, farm out the crab. And then we just push mid, and we're looking for. Oh, my teammates are doing dragon. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I just had to recall here. Got Ravenous Hydra, my next item, and we're going into Spear of Shoshin next. Fight breaks out here. And even though we had 2 people die and kind of throw here, Vlad comes in, drops his ultimates, and I got ghost resets, so I'm going in. I'm looking for something here. This actually might not go well, though. Yeah, this one does not go well. I actually took a lot more damage than I thought. And that was really just because my Talon waited there to go in until my E actually wore off. So that was actually kind of good on his part there. It was just smart play in Talon. Talon's in. Vlad, luckily, is really strong this game. Kind of doing some work. So. And then I come top lane. And we're looking to just push out a couple waves, stack up a Ravenous Hydra. And then we're going to just look to group up. Actually, I think we might be trying to contest this tier 2 turret as well. Talon shows up to defend. And I definitely... I'm okay with taking a trade like this because I can obviously heal up a lot. But, you know, I might be a little bit too low. Run into Eve. And even though I'm low HP, she honestly maybe could have pressed R and killed me. R smite maybe could have killed me. Maybe. But we're able to just get the lifesteal off in time. Our E kind of makes her not want to go for it. And we just end up getting the kill. And we get Baron as a result, so we're in a good spot here. So mid lane, shove out the wave. And we're just trying to farm everything we can. I think we're looking for this blue. Yeah. Looking for this blue. They might be coming after me. But I actually thought they warded. Yeah, I forgot I know that they had like 4 people to send after me here. Oh yeah, so what happens? My teammates are grouping for this dragon. And I'm trying to kind of, you know, get my top lane pushed in. And when I walk in this bush. I notice there's a Nautilus, so I decide let's try to kill this man. I think he is able to... Does he have flash? No, I just get CC'd a bunch. But yeah, so I see Vayne of the Ward. I recognize here that they got 4, 5 people potentially top lane. So what I actually do in this situation is I just take Krugs here. They have my team's doing whatever they want bot side, and that's forcing them to rotate mid now. But I'm not losing out anything as long as I'm taking these Krugs. It's just a safe way to farm. So we go ahead. We're gonna grab this wave, make sure that we're not getting pushed in too much. And now I think I should be looking mid. And my teammates are just killing everything mid. Probably should slow this down. I'm sorry. My actual camera movement's not that great here. I'm not mid beast quite yet. Okay though. So yeah, my teammates there that we kind of just everyone just kind of inted. I'm not gonna lie. We could have just won the game, but whatever. I try to ghost here. I try to hide around this corner and maybe like hope for Vayne to show up. I think I can. I know I can kill her. She walks into me. She doesn't walk into me, so we're gonna go. Okay, let's just go ahead and grab the Gromp, snag it, and we're just trying to farm up enough before we can recall and get our Spear Shojin. Got this ward. And how much gold do we have here? 25. I think we have enough right here, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have enough here, and we can just farm out this wave and we recall. Yep. Go ahead, go to base, chop up. Now that we got our power spike, we got our Ravenous Hydra stacked up as well. We just go ahead and just push mid. We're here to group. And my priority in this next team fight should be to stuff Talon, prevent him. Warwick's a great anti-assassin, one of the best in the game at that. So just make sure that Talon can't do anything, and that's what I'm doing right here. Well, I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm failing to do, but I'm trying to do. Probably could have ulted. I think we didn't have Echo there. Yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember being mad at this Echo pushing the bot lane, but we definitely didn't need a fight there until Echo showed up. But I don't remember this game now. So yeah, but my idea in general though is going to be to sit on top of this Talon because he's the Fed guy, and I can make sure this man doesn't do anything. So we're gonna focus him. Maybe focus. Well, Eve's actually not that strong. Just like Eve's one of the easiest champions in the game for Warwick to deal with. Warwick's actually probably Warwick is probably one of the top, is definitely one of the top 3 Eve counters. Definitely. But she's not very strong. So secondary would be to go for Jhin or Vayne. Those are the 3 people I'm focusing. But Talon's like the most easy to access, most reliable champion for me to deal with. We finally end up grouping up here. Vlad ends up pressing R to deal some poke. But honestly, I feel like we could just dive. Can't remember if we do or not. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice. Thresh lands a nice hook there. And once one person dies, we just kill everyone. They don't have... We're able to deal with them way too much. You can see the Warwick healing, the Warwick damage in the late game. And now we just simply push to end the game. Our Echo again was not grouping because he said we couldn't win team fights. It's kind of funny considering we just hard stomped a 4v5, but whatever. And yeah, we just win the game. So again, runes, by the way, press the attack, triumph, alacrity, I think, last stand, and then I think I went revitalize and second wind, I believe. So peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Later.